Hi, Entertaining Universe. I wanted to do a couple things in today's vlog that I haven't done in a little bit of time, or at least a couple of days, I should say. And those two things are, look, I know I'm not a person who talks about emotions or feelings or anything like that, but towards the end of this vlog, I'm going to do that. Because that's what's important to me, is that I talk about that. Because I have so many things I don't know how to feel about, or so many things that I don't know what emotions should be going through, through me, not through me, but, let's not talk about that at least to start with. Let's go over a few other things. So, tonight is the first night of Wrestlemania 37. Which is going to be in Tampa Bay, Florida, at the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, Florida, where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play. Now, they are allowing some fans to go to WrestleMania this year and not, have it in the Thunderdome like they've been having it, or they had it last year, because of this little thing called the pandemic. Now, it's going to be a smaller amount. It's not going to be the full, 70,000 or 80,000 or 90,000 people that usually could go to WrestleMania. It's going to be a limited amount of people that are allowed to go to this year's WrestleMania. But it is going to be in front of a live crowd again. Now, I don't know how many people they said they were going to allow to go to WrestleMania this year. And it's going to be 2 nights, by the way. It's going to be tonight, from 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. There's going to be a bunch of matches tonight, and there's going to be a bunch of matches tomorrow night. It's a 2-night event. It's on Peacock if you want to watch the pay-per-view, but you have to be a premium member in order to watch it. I got that as one. I'm not saying I'm going to get any more other presents, but I got that as a birthday present for my birthday, which is 1 week from today, which we'll talk a little bit. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the vlog. Now, there's other things that have also happened over the course of the last few days that I haven't given you kind of a full update on. I did finish reading the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea book by Jules Verne. I thought it was a very good book. I'm not going to go into a review of the book, but it was a very good book by Jules Verne. And I have 2 other books by Jules Verne as well, which I haven't even considered starting yet. Which is The Mysterious Island and Journey to the Center of the Earth. Now, those ones I will not start until after I'm finished reading Lady Macbeth by Susan Fraser King. It is about Lady Macbeth. It is about, I'm not saying this is based on a true story or anything like that. But if it was based on a true story, I would tell you about it. I also finished watching the movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea on Disney+. So that's one thing I did finish as well. And, I watched Paper Towns. I watched, what was the other movie? Indiscretion. I watched a few other movies as well over the course of, since I last updated you on all that stuff. I just thought I'd, tell you that I did end up finishing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I did end up watching the movie. Both were great, by the way. I don't know if they'll ever make a remake of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, or if they've already done it and I haven't watched it yet. But I really did enjoy watching the 1954 version of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Now, I know when I watched The Mysterious Island, they did have the Nautilus in there. It only made a small appearance in it. It was maybe 1 or 2 scenes out of the entire film. And in that movie, it was Dwayne Johnson, I can't remember, Vanessa Hudgens was in it, And there's a couple other actors that you may have heard of in that film as well. but, you know, it was a very good, Mysterious Island. I've seen the movie. I have not read the book yet. I want to read the book and then I will watch the movie. I think that's how I'm going to do it from now on. If I have a movie that's based off of a book, I'm going to read the book first, and then I kind of already done that before when I read the Harry Potter books and then watched the movies, or when I read the Divergent books and then watched the movies, or the Hunger Games and I watched the movies. I mean, there's just so many books out there that have been turned into films over the years. And it's not just books, it's, you know, comic books have been turned into films as well. Like the Avengers comic books, the Iron Man comic books, the Spider-Man comic books, you know, Captain America comic books, Black Widow comic books, you know, all kinds of comic books have also been made into films as well. Even The Walking Dead, even though it's not a movie yet, but they have made from the comic books, they made a TV show out of it, and they're in their final season with that. Now I know I'm rambling about books and turning them into movies and TV shows and stuff like that, you know. But I just wanted to give you kind of an update that I did finish reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. I did watch the movie. I watched other movies as well. I've read 19 other books this year alone in the first 4 months. Think about that. 19 books. And I'm currently in the 20 page, I think it was at 20 pages. Yeah, about 20 pages into Lady Macbeth. And then I don't know when I'm going to finish Lady Macbeth, but when I do, I'll watch the movie with Florence Pugh. I bought it on iTunes a little while ago. And there's other books too that I have, you know, I have some J.R.R. Tolkien books, and, you know, I have other books that have nothing to do with Tolkien in my Amazon stuff, and I can't wait to get those books, you know, like Emma by Jane Austen, and a few other books as well that aren't, you know, about, you know, Tolkien doing Middle Earth and stuff like that. So let's talk about the other thing that I want to talk about, because I kind of rambled a little about, you know, updates a little bit for those who want. Look, I'm turning 32 a week from today. 7 days. Well, 6.5 after this video goes up. Less than 6.5. I have no idea how I'm supposed to feel about getting another year older. I know there's, you know, a lot of individuals either are happy or sad or disappointed or angry or, you know, disgusted or whatever you want to call it about getting another year older. Now, I know there's certain ages in life where, you know, you want to do something special. But we can't do that right now because we're in the middle of a pandemic. And I don't even really know if 32 is really an age that you want to get excited about or be happy about. Because, and I'm not trying to be negative here. I'm just saying, look, I don't know how to feel. I don't know which emotions I should feel about turning 32 years old. And a lot of you probably have the same feeling for another age that you're turning, whether it's, you know, 49 or any age between, you know, 21 and 25 or 26 to 29 or, you know, 31 to 34 or, you know, 36 to 39 or, you know, 41 to 44 or any age really. You don't know what emotion you need to feel for that certain age or what feeling you need to feel for that certain age that you're turning, whatever age that may be. I mean, the big birthdays are like 10 or, you know, becoming a teenager at 13 and turning 18 and being able to vote and all that stuff. 21, being able to have your first alcoholic beverage if you want to. I'm not saying you have to. Turning a quarter of a century old. Dirty 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Those are all, amazing ages to turn and have the best emotions and the best feelings. But it's the ages that we don't talk about, like 31 or 32 or 22 or 23 or 24 or all these other ages that, that are odd-numbered ages to turn. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I'm not saying 32 is a bad age to turn. I'm not saying that at all. If you're 32 or turned 32 and you felt elation or excitement or happiness or something positive, great. That's great for you. I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't know how to feel. I don't know which emotions I should have for that age. Even though I'm still, 6.5 days, almost 7 days away from that birthday, I just don't know how to feel about it. I don't know which emotions I should be, feeling about turning 32. Or when I turn 33 next year, or 34 the year after, or in 2024 when I turn 35. 35 might be a whole different story. 40 may be a whole different story. Even 50 may be a whole different story. I just don't know what 32 is going to offer me, or which emotions I should feel about turning that age, or what feelings I should feel for that age of that age of 32. So I'm going to go recap this vlog for you today. So I talked about Wrestlemania, there's the 2 nights, and then it being in front of a live audience again. I talked about finishing up reading that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, watching the movie, watching some other movies. I started reading Lady Macbeth. I've got other books that I wanted to read that I have, talking about books that have been turned into films, or books that have been turned into TV shows, even comic books that have turned into stuff, and then feelings about the age of 32. So with that being said, let's wish some birthdays actually. So today's Shane Mitchell's 34th, and Dima Kozlowski, I probably butchered that. He turned 35 today. We got a bunch of celebrity birthdays today as well. We've got Ava Michelle turned 19. We got Juan Toscano Anderson. Happy birthday to him. Sophia Carson, Jamie Chung, and Kyra Lay. And happy birthday to each one of those individuals. And I will see you tomorrow with the brand spanking new vlog. And ciao.